Well, greetings subscribers, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. And finally got a little bit of a break in the weather, so I'm gonna do some more work on the XTerra here. And you know, I'll tell you, this vehicle does not fail to provide plenty of content for the channel, and so I guess I'm doing another episode on the mini repair series, and this time it's replacing both window motors, passenger and driver's side doors. So yeah, if you recall, the passenger window got broken and that got replaced, and ever since that time that window just hasn't rolled up and down quite the same. It's about half the speed of what the driver's side window is, or window was, because about 2 weeks ago I was at a drive-through or something, rolled the window down and it wouldn't roll back up. So there you go. Thankfully there was about this much glass still sticking out of the top, and between like slamming the door and kicking the door panel and grabbing that glass, I was at least able to get the window back up. So you know, at that time I went online. I think Amazon had the Dorman window regulator assemblies. I think passenger side was like 45 bucks, something like that, 45, and the driver's side was 50, so under 100 bucks. I got 2 new assemblies, and then they also sent me a little plastic trim toolkit with both of them. So you know, I'll actually show you what I got, and you know, hopefully be able to swap this stuff out pretty quick. So these are the 2 Dorman window regulators, and this is pretty much complete. It's got the window motors and the tracks with basically everything that you need, so it's kind of a one-to-one replacement. So hopefully that should be pretty quick. And if you're looking for the same part, this is 741349 and 741348. So one is the driver's side, the other one's the passenger side, and Dorman's, you know, a little bit better than some of the other ones. I think I found them as cheap as like 30 bucks, but let's stick with this. And then this is the little kit that they sent, which I thought was pretty cool too. It's like 48 pieces, and believe it or not, I've never had one of these. I usually either popping panels off with like a screwdriver with a, you know, towel wrapped around it, or a piece of plexiglass or something. But anyway, yeah, so that's good. So let me show you kind of what's going on. This is the passenger window, and oh great, so yeah, now it's rolling up and down kind of normal speed, and again it just varies. And then for the driver's side, yeah, wait for it, so this is down and then this is up. Well, that's actually better. It's got at least, oh, there it goes. So absolutely nothing. And now this won't come back up. So we're gonna go grab some tools, get this panel taken off. And if you look on in the service manual, it's actually pretty simple. I mean, by what it looks like. I haven't taken one of these off before, but it looks a lot easier than any other vehicle I've ever worked on. Basically, got to just pull this, pull this, pull these little trim pieces. There's 3 screws that hold this whole panel on, with pop rivets down on the bottom. So once you pop that off, just lift this panel up, and then there's only 2 bolts that hold the window onto the track, and then there's 2 for the top of the track, 2 for the bottom, and I think 3, maybe 2 or 3 just for the window motor. So once you pull that off, you just drop that motor out, put the new one back in, put the window back on, put this cover back in place, and there you go. So I'm gonna hopefully do that on a quick little time lapse, and you know, hope it helps somebody. So stay tuned. All right, so this part is worth narrating because what you need to do is get this little window control switch and plug this back in real fast, because what you're going to have to do is roll the window down to these little stopping points. So these are little access holes that get you to the window track and where the window is actually bolted on to that frame. So if you see here, if you roll it All right, so as I was trying to say, this is where you want to be, so you can see these two access. Then what that is that clamps onto the glass itself, so you're going to be able to lift the glass up while you take that motor and the assembly out. But yeah, I guess this thing's like on its last leg then. Yep. So all right, stay tuned. So now you need these two, that's the track, and then these three, that's the motor, and it's got two little hinges here that the motor drops onto, so you have to lift that up and pull it out, but you'll see. Well, there you go. That's your snap together car. So that didn't take too long. We're gonna go over and do the other side now, and I really don't need to film that. So hopefully this helps you. And as you can see, works much better. Thanks guys. See you on the next one.